In this module, we have introduced you to the concept of archival appraisal, or the process to select documents because of their enduring value. We also introduce you to the concept of records management, which is of importance in the context of the work of municipal clerks. Records management is a way to efficiently manage, organize, dispose, transfer records. And as part of that process, one of the tools that is mainly used is the retention schedules, which is also discussed in this module. It is also important that the implementation of those retention schedules and of records management program follows laws and regulations and policies. In this case, laws dealing with public records in the state of Massachusetts. And also that the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has published their own retention schedules, guidelines that you follow to make disposition decisions. Another important thing that I wanted to emphasize from this module in terms of appraisal is that when we do appraisal, it happens in terms of making appraisal decisions as groups of records, not individual items or individual documents. One of the things is that it is impractical to do appraisal decisions based on just documents because of all the amount of documents that we are dealing in our different contexts. And second, archival and records management practice deals with the aggregates of records, mostly known as series records, usually grouped in series. So that's another important thing that I wanted to emphasize from this module. And the other thing I want to mention regarding archival appraisal that is not very explicitly covered in the module, but I think is important, is aspect dealing with communication and how to work with offices to try to develop and implement retention schedules and to efficiently manage records. And we'll just give you an example to show you that it's not just unique to Massachusetts dealing with those kind of challenges that I'm sure many of you deal with this as part of your work. Since I am from Puerto Rico, the University of Puerto Rico is a public university, and therefore needs to follow the Public Records Law from 1955 from the government of Puerto Rico. As a public university, they also have a records management program, so they follow the law of public records and also developing retention schedules to efficiently manage the records from the offices. This responsibility relies on the university archivist, who also is the records manager. In the past years, they have been reviewing and working with the retention schedules and these are procedures for the management of records, particularly because of the emergence of electronic records. But that also have opened the doors to recognize the importance of establishing good communication with the offices within the campus. And that's why, as part of the procedures, there has been an assignment that each office should have a records liaison. That will be the connection between the office and the records manager at the university archives to try to implement the best way possible the management of the records. So this is something, that particular aspect in terms of this connection and the records liaisons is not very explicitly covered in the module, but I think something really important to also keep in mind when dealing with records management programs. So that was the one of the details that I wanted to added to the content that you see in this module, and that you can share also in the discussion forums.